Hey, hey, hey. How you doing, Pisces? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host for this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Deep. So I hope you guys are doing well. And I hope you guys are looking forward to the week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe to this channel. And press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also, check your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. To take what you like and leave the rest. So, just want to say thank you to you all who have liked, commented and subscribed to this channel so far. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell. So what's going on with Pisces? There's nothing but love here. Does look like you feel like good energy is here, blessed energy, and nothing but this. Blaming you is never going to be the answer. Good karma. Okay. Alright. You could have been completely judged or maybe feel like someone's judging you. It doesn't seem like it's good news to ideally feel like you're going to be blamed constantly, worried about a situation all the time. Blaming you ideally is never going to be the answer. Does seem like it could be Cancerian or a water sign other than yourself. Maybe someone else has been seeing you as bad luck or bad news, but it doesn't seem that way. And it doesn't seem to be warning you of bad moods. Energy there has mentally distributed some good karma to you through a negative mental health issue that has moved away. Oh, okay. So some type of mental health issue may have moved away. Maybe if it's not you, it could be through someone else's energy. It says calm energy is now the proper way to address the situation. No need to speak. Ideally wanted to see that nothing was set in stone, but people here were warning me that ideally you, Cancerian, have problems with Pisces. Okay, so maybe Cancerian has a problem with a Pisces. Try to see that blame was something that they were going to give you. Didn't seem right. But it says warning signs were everywhere to show you you have no longer got to give this person time or energy of your own. Okay. Seeing and believing. Scorpio does know that things can work out just fine for you if you warn them that troubles are no longer going to be yours. Ideally, they see you as a blessed person or a friend or a frenemy or a foe. Doesn't really matter though. Trial and error was there with Scorpio, and Scorpio did not want to warn you enough that problems was there, but probably wanted to pour out good karma on you, saying that good things would happen. No need to speak, but problems are there with Scorpio day after day, and they don't know how to destroy the energies as much as they do dish it out or give it out. It says problem with them is that they don't always give it out. People give it to them to punish others. It doesn't say it was punishing you, but people will see that blessed energy is not going to be certain all the time. It does say banishing the evil is going to help you move past something. Okay. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's Scorpio giving you the negative energy. It does say another world, another time, another day. I would have called you and paid attention to you. I bruised my mind 10 out of 10. Good karma is coming in now. Someone bruised their mind to try and trouble themselves with the war that they were having with their so-called neighbors or friends or schooling projects or evil matters of the heart. Mindfully speaking, someone wanted to see you in a well done energy. Obviously didn't want to hear that good news was coming, but they tried to warn themselves that they've got to be impressed by now. Someone wants to impress someone, so maybe moving forward with blessed energy. Okay, so someone is trying to impress someone. Okay, could be an earth sign or someone online. It says someone has been judging someone constantly, working against them and looking for bad news to bring to you or many members of your family or people around you. Saying things and talking about them and distributing mental health to others. Time after time, people have not seen you or heard from you, but good karma is coming from you or a blessed water sign, ideally Scorpio, who wants to please you or give you good karma now and doesn't want to hear bad news from you. Time after time, they see that blessings are not yours, but they have been giving you these blessings or curses, depending on which way your perspective goes, showing you that you don't have to worry about a thing is going to happen in the near 2 weeks to a month. Or maybe time in a situation to see how they can karmically pressure you to pay up something that you owe, or even give something that you've timed would be okay for you to move past the situation. Okay. Said you rented out a home or a house recently. Some of you guys may not believe that you've got rent issues or maybe even see that you've troubled yourself with personal hygiene problems, or maybe even things of that nature. It says studying someone else is going to be the war. Ideally, if a Scorpio has said something to you, make sure that you speak about why you're speaking about it. Doesn't say bad news for the Scorpio, but wondering if Gemini has an issue will be an issue in themselves, dealing with their mental stress or their health maturity or their problematic situations. Ideally, if you are dealing with someone like this, it's not going to be worth laughing at. It's just that they have problems, mindfully speaking, and want to know that suddenly you would be hurt by their problems or the subject of. It says many times over, Scorpio doesn't mind speaking to you all, but good karma will come to you when you work with them. Okay. It says sexual entities are there for personal problems of people's. Ideally, this person may not like me, but I don't like them either. It says Scorpio doesn't like a Gemini or a Sagittarius, but Sagittarius doesn't mind speaking to Scorpio, because Scorpio and Sagittarius will believe they do get along, or see that problems can be solved over days and nights and weeks. Time after time, they try to protest things and make sure that health issues are never going to come out in the ideas of yours, or problematic situations in your mind or in your lifestyle. Friends and family members will take care of you and probably help you through problematic situations that you have gone through or going through currently with friends, family, neighbors, or personal problems of your own. Does say you believe someone has great news now, and they warn themselves that problems will never be solved, but they have better news with their friend or their mind or their mum or a Scorpio. Okay, this could be a fire sign person, could be a Leo. Does say many friends do like you, adore you, and don't want to see you in a bad way. What if you do have great news with Scorpio? Ideally, Aquarius wouldn't like to see that you do have problems with them, but mainly with Scorpio because they don't like them. It does say sometimes they believe that Scorpio has problems with them all the time, but it doesn't say this. It says they believe this and don't know how to subject themselves to good karma through their friends, their family members, or people around them. Suddenly they realize they're cursing each other or hurting each other or harming you. Maybe even harming the hell out of you sometimes with the war that's going on. Some of you don't deal with Scorpio or Aquarius, but some of you will in the near 2 weeks or a month. It says sexual ancestors is something that comes up a lot these days, with people probably pushing their mind onto each other through past generational curses or well done energies of good karma coming in for you. Which way are you going, or what is it that you're seeking? Where would you go in a near future with your friends or your family members telling you that you have a lover that's karmically giving you blessings, or cursing the hell out of you and telling you that you haven't got good timing with situations like furnace? I don't know what that means. It does say someone here wants to know that they could speak about you in blessed ways, but doesn't know how to support the idea, with probably judging you with probably good karma and bad karma. Someone here is trying to warn you that they're selling their soul to negative mental stress and trying to move past it. It does say Sagittarius doesn't want to believe it, but does know they can try to move past this bad time. Okay, so someone's trying to move past a bad time, because there could be some type of stable deception from the past, but it is contemplating which way to go via the universe and the cosmetologies or cosmos energy, or even things that you are preparing for, to look at yourself and live by your means and love yourself. Okay. So there's nothing set in stone, but wet, wet, wet. Someone wants to war with someone else to get them wet or dirty. Doesn't seem like it's a good idea, but warning signs are there for Aquarius to see that they're wet, wet, wet. Ideally wet, wet, wet. Ideally wet, wet, wet. Can't get enough of good karma and feel like the wetness that they're feeling right now is warning them of strokes or negative mental stress or bad news. Okay. Sex is something that 7 years ago someone wanted to see with you or never saw this afterwards. It says sex was something I had and I didn't get it enough. Where was I going? I need some more sex. Okay, so this could be you, or it could be someone else. It could be an earth sign, it could be an air sign, maybe a fire sign. It does say you believe that sex is something you're open to or want more so than any type of karmic spell giving you problems in your marriage. It says you want more sex in your marriage or your love life. When will you get it? So I say some of you are dealing with wedding plans or future arrangements, commitments, situations that bring in sins, or problematic situations that bring in love. Good karma can come to you when you work on who you are and want more time alone, or want more time with your person. Which way are you going? Okay. So if you do have great news there with a Scorpio that doesn't want to see you again, if you don't want to see them, they don't want to see you, but it says the time has come for them to spend time alone in their mind about things they're doing and live for their means. Good karma is coming to you and them if you speak to them. Let secret affairs be a part of your ambitious mind, or maybe you don't want to see that Scorpio isn't a problem. You may see that a friend doesn't want to see you happy, or does want to see you happy. Mindfully speaking, Scorpio wants to see you all happy, but when will you realize this? After you see that problems are never going to be solved. It does say it can be solved once you realize who you are and what you're becoming. Are you evil? Are you aware of if you have problems? Are you aware that you've struggled or timed the situation, or seen that personal strengths that you have inside yourself can help you move past the situation? Maybe you have karmically given yourself solvency or problems of people's that you need to solve. Maybe even solving an idea inside your mind or with a child that can help you move past an energy that you have inside yourself. Letting go of anyone that harms you is beneficial to ideally a good person. Sex is something that someone wants to see so much to the point where they're detrimental to their mind and can't get enough of it. When will they see they have problems with their mental health? This could be a air sign person. It does say earth sign may have something to do with it in the background, but sex is something that Aquarius wants to see, or problems with them is that they can't get enough of it and don't know who to go to. Ideally, speak to them. Maybe you may get a laughing stock out of them, or give them good times to remember. Okay. So some of you want to see an Aquarius, some of you don't. Some of you want to see a Scorpio. Some of you want to see a practitioner of good karma with your love life or your lover. Doesn't say you'll bless yourself with Scorpio, because they're not really seeing you as a friend or a foe, or wanting to be around you at this time until they see that agreements are there to practice good karma, or not see you as a friend at all. One of these days you'll see a good time with an enemy, or maybe never. So some of you are dealing with life-threatening situations, problematic jobs, or even problems with people that want to control you or speak to you in any way that they can. Shaping and forming the lifestyle of yours is not really going to help. Doesn't really say you're going to become someone's lover or even wife if you try to murder your mind too much 10 times over with a problem or a problematic person that doesn't know how to support their sense of smile or happiness or great fortune with you. It says the problem is people want to judge you or karmically bring you down. When will you realize that? Okay. It says I know I have best friend energy with my lover and I don't want to hear bad news come. Doesn't say you do have good news all the time, but you do have good friendships with frenemies or enemies at times, and you just have to see why it doesn't work. Some of you will see it work, some of you will see it won't, or some of you will see that it's going to be the way it is and nothing less will do. Everything is going to work out just fine if you see that you have good karma coming with your mind. Okay. So some of you agree to disagree and don't want to agree at all. At the same time, you may move past the situation or love each other regardless. It says, when will you get wed? I want to marry. I just don't know who to marry. Could be a fire sign or an earth sign that wants to get married. It does say some of you guys want to see that problematic situations walk away from your life and don't want to see friends that do have great news ongoing in their lives. At times you want to see great news for yourself, but you have to warn yourself that you want great news for everyone, not just one or two people that you feel like you love, not just anyone you feel like you've got bad news with. Warn yourself, Pisces. Are you having good friendships or enemy relationships? Okay. So sometimes you've got to see friends for who they are. Ideally, if you speak to a water sign like a Liberty taker or a Cancerian, they don't really know which way to go with you, but at times they will realize they're not struggling. They just see you as a friend or not a friend. Which way are you going with them? Ideally, preying on you is something they want to do, or caring for you is something they want to do, or helping you is something they want to do. They just don't know how to support you with their mind. Does say poor judgment is there for all of you. Go away, leave me alone. Wouldn't want to hear from you. Definitely wouldn't want to dare myself to come in and speak to you. I've got phone calls coming in trying to tell me that I need to speak less about you and move on. So someone may have some phone calls saying they got to speak less about someone and move on. Could be a Gemini, could be an earth sign or another water sign. Does say planetary curses are there for me to curse anyone that comes near me or my daughter or my child. I will bring you all down if I am cursed, and I'm hating on everyone right now. I swear I'm going to harm someone if they don't tell me what's going on. Could be an air sign, could be Aquarius, or could be a Gemini, or it could be a left-minded person. It could also be someone that's taking a risk here. Could also be Aries, okay, or maybe even you, Pisces. It does say some of you are dealing with detrimental worth in your mind, like you wouldn't know your worth or your value system, or don't know if it's going to support you along the journeys that you are taking. But one day you'll see that blessings comes if you look for your worth and love yourself plenty of times over, instead of karmically blessing yourself with curses ongoing from a neighbor, a friend, or a problematic person that doesn't mind seeing you in a death wish or a bad mood or a bad problem of their own mind game and their own mental means and their own mentality, or things they see in themselves that doesn't exist in your life because you see better for yourself than that. Doesn't warn you enough that you should stay away though. Working on who you are is probably going to be better for you to study than working with them. It does say when you mean well to your family members. Children are laughing and happy at school, or maybe you've been there when I wasn't there. I knew that I needed to be there. Sometimes I want to know what's going on with my friends. I need to know, how are they? What are they up to? What's going on with them? I just don't know. I really like the fact that I've got friends or people around me, and I just don't understand why I can't speak to none of them. None of you understand who I am. I can't really hear myself think. At times I wonder what's going on with family or people around me. I just know I need friendship. Okay, could be dealing with a Leo. Okay, if it's not an air sign or an earth sign. Doesn't say good news is coming for a water sign man. The man doesn't even understand who he is. He really understands that he's problematic or doesn't know how to deal with situations in his mind or in his heart space. His help situations are going to cause him harm one day. I see this. It's not going to be worth dragging him down the road and seeing that he's always happy when he's not. Okay, it does say this could be in regards to a child or an Aries or someone that's struggling to get some type of help and regrets it and doesn't know how to see any other way forward. Really murmurs to himself or drug users in his mind, or wants to know he could do this one day. Doesn't say it's a blessed energy for a cursed problematic child that could grow up in a bad way. It does say he wonders why he has these problems, but he doesn't have problems at all. He always looks for bad news, and when is he going to believe that he has good news? Doesn't want to see it in the same way that you do, or suddenly you see that your children are always going to be blessed. Are you realizing they're not always blessed, or are they going to be blessed when you move past a situation with problematic people? It does say people are bothering you. At this time they are bothering you, and problems never end. Solving the situation is hard to do, but at times you communicate things in ways that you are blessed, and well done energy is there, and good karma can come to cancel out bad moods or bad problems. People will see that blessings come regardless once they leave the drama alone. Okay, so this could be you saying this or someone else around you saying this. It does say when you see blessings come, it will work out. Drug use is something you don't want to see all the time, and you don't want to hear that people are using around you. At times you want to see people are giving you good news, or even seeing that blessed energy is there. Can I say that I've always seen this in my life? Maybe I haven't, but I always knew that I could move past the situation and laugh it off, or make fun of the situation, or tell myself that I'm not always going to stay in a mad mindset looking for problematic situations to judge myself and bring myself down. I want to see blessed energy come. Are you not following suit and understanding where I'm going? Okay, you could be talking about this to yourself, or looking into a situation that you've judged, or possibly even seeing that an air sign person or a Scorpio has said something to themselves or their mind, or even using the abilities to probably give themselves better news around you can help the situation. Not seeing that bad news is coming, but always seeing blessed energy can work out just fine if they work on themselves. Doesn't say that you like them for this though, but they will see that they have to better themselves in their mind and protect And protection is something that they need to protect their mind from bad news or bad energies or bad emails or bad personal hoverers that always want to see negative karma come. It says Aquarius does this a lot, and they don't know how to stop, but they look for negative energy or enemies anywhere they can to harm people. Okay, so I don't know if you're dealing with a Scorpio and an Aquarius. It does say some of you guys deal with bad news for Scorpio. Some of you guys are always looking for this. If I tell you you'll look for it, you'll look for it. Ideally, even-minded negative members of your family may look for it too. Some of you guys are dealing with water signs, Scorpios, or even jealous Aquarius, possibly even Cancerian, or some of you guys that know that you need to speak less as you move forward and feel confident about what it is that you're doing with your life, or someone feeling like they're confident, have to move past the situation and even speak less about it, wanting to see that blessed energies can come no matter what and warn themselves that good karma's coming. Okay. Praying for someone not to want any drama, wanting them to grow up and see that blessed energy comes is going to be good. Wonderful things can come one day. I know this. I just don't want to hear they're always probably giving me drama in my mind to cope with as I move forward with my life. Okay. So some of you guys want to be, you know, not cursed. You want to be blessed. But it does say blessings are there when you curse someone so much to the point they're struggling mentally and don't know how to forgive the situation. They keep seeing darkness or sadness and they don't know how to move past it. They will see well done energy one day when they get good karma, but warning themselves to stop speaking about bad things to people and mentally telling them off all the time is not helping. But you have to see children are something that you give to and make sure that they're on the right mind or even the right path somehow. Even if they struggle at times, you've just got to warn them. Stop speaking about bad news or putting yourself in bad moods. Always looking for negative energy is never going to help you. Okay. So suddenly you realize that blessings are coming in one day at a time, only if you speak about the right words or the right things. Sometimes your family members don't see it the same way you do, but sometimes you have to justify your point. And maybe you need to look for why they're looking for bad news in the first place. Are they seeing that karmic energies are causing them headaches, or are they seeing spending time with you is causing them pain? What's going on with this person? Are you seeing if they're well or okay or all right? It does say Libra doesn't know what to do, but at times they feel like bad news is always there with them too, and they don't know how to shift it or move past it. It says calling a friend today may help you, or maybe even saying something about yourself to help yourself move past something can help you. Doing the right thing inside yourself is going to wake up in your mind a good karmic lesson to play along with, or give yourself a good time to remember. Saying something to help someone may help them, but are you going to help yourself or are you helping them? Doesn't say that it's going to work, but it does say working on your mind today could help you see a situation or prove a point. Possibly saying something to a friend or a family member or a child around you may help you if you want to move past the negative sentimental value system that they may have, or even targeting them to make sure that they're well in their mind. Doesn't always improve their mind, but it will warn you things can change if you look for what is going on with them. Why are they weakening you as a primary carer, or maybe even a primary problem? It does say primary carer and primary problem, as someone doesn't know if you're going to always be a good person to them. Doesn't say it's going to be you that has a problem, i.e. it does say many people have problems with you being a good person or a good parent to a mother that doesn't like you, or even a problem with people that don't like you. And even worst case scenario, people that always pretend that they're best friends with you or have good karma in their own minds to support their mental health with situations in their own life. Sometimes you've got to leave the situation to unfold. Driving forces forward to make sure that you look for blessings are not always the sentimental way to do things, but you have to take charge of what it is that you're going to do to tell yourself that blessings can come. Maybe you murmur a lot to yourself to talk about things that are going to help you. And maybe you see past the situations that cause you harm or pain. And it does say you can work on these things to the day you die and always have good karma. Noticing how people will try to follow suit or look forward to blessings come your way when they follow you. No one's going to see you in harm's way. No one is going to see you in harm's way. Probably going to see you in a great mood one day. And when you do get there, you have good times to remember. Okay. This could be you, and maybe these are things that you've been thinking about in yourself, and you know, needing to talk to yourself about certain things and how to control or handle things, and maybe show up with victory and confidence and love yourself and bless yourself and give yourself good ways or values and purpose to help you past situations that have caused you harm. Maybe you've dealt with an earth sign, maybe you've dealt with a jealous friend, maybe you dealt with many things that helped you move past situations, ideally today or maybe tomorrow. But sometimes things never stay the same. You just have to dress well, look well, and feel good about yourself. Make sure you feel better than you have done in a long time. Okay. It does say you wake up sometimes feeling heartbroken or even hard done by. At times you wonder how you can protect yourself or defend yourself, and warning signs are there for you to always sort out what's going on today in a harsh way. Some of you are dealing with when it comes energy, or if it happens energy, because someone keeps causing you harm and doesn't know how to stop. You keep believing this as well. It's never going to end well. Sometimes you've got to wake up and say, I did it, I done it, I forgive myself, and I move past it. Okay. Does say Sagittarius will support you with this, but the confidence of a Virgo will support you with many things to put you back in the same path that you've been on or move you past the situation. How do you do? I want to spend time and look for you. It says a legal matter pending, or someone trying to warn you of something happening behind the scenes and doesn't want to say what it is. So let's see what it could be, Pisces. It does say someone here wanted to confuse you and tell you nothing is set in stone, but it says warning for them. They keep seeing bad news for you and they can't stop but understand it's a part of them and you. They really want to reprimand you with bad news in your mind and tell you off constantly day after day or week after week and don't know how to give themselves time off. It does say many times over Aquarius does this. It doesn't say good energy is there for you, and you have to warn yourself to forgive yourself and move past it. Laughing at the situation and making fun of it is not always the good energy or idea to move on from, but you always have to remember this person is always stuck with you forever, or maybe they've just given you problems in your mind to remember that something is there. Says Jesus loves you. Obviously I don't want to harm you. I just don't know when you're going to speak up about something that I don't want to speak about, and I can't come and tell you not to speak about it, but you will speak about it one day, and I feel like you won't, but I just can't give up. What if you're telling me that I probably don't have a problem, but I keep looking for you like you've got issues? When are you going to deal with me and my issues? This person always wants you to be a part of their business or their problems or their project. It could just be a cold person, or someone that feels like they could call you out for negative mental health or struggles with your mind or things you've done in your past, laughing and making fun of you always and telling you that you don't have good news. Warning yourself that you do is something that you need to see and love yourself. Let this person live out their drama or their karma in their head. Making sure you have better news in your mind is something that you need to say that you have, and make sure you move past this negative mental health. Struggles are there with people that want to call you one day or speak to you. Are you aware that this man is going to call you one day and tell you off, or is it that he keeps telling himself off? When will he learn that he's not going to be a part of your life for a long time or forever because he's got to move on? It does say many times over he's dressed this in his mind so much, or even another day after day, and realize it could happen to him at any moment. Doesn't understand why, but he keeps letting the systematic value of yours down, ideally partnering up with stress or mental problems inside himself to give to you, and doesn't know who's going to see him or talk to him about his mental health structures or problems. Does say he warns himself that he doesn't do anything wrong, but he sees he has a problem. Doesn't mentally understand he's got a problem, but he delivers information to the point where he's given out bad news. Doesn't know if he gave it to the right or the wrong person and said something to the right one. Doesn't know who to trust or talk to about his mental problems, ideally to see you, sex you, partner up with you, or believe you are not the one to date. Oh. Doesn't say it will change, but one day it will. Until the time comes, look good and laugh. Have fun, enjoy your life. Don't sit down and worry if he's going to tell you off or bring you karma. He will never be able to drag you into a courtroom or even punish you. One day he will see his problems, deal with his wrath, and move past it. Says you may have to give yourself good karma and stop laughing at situations that are not going to be recommended to laugh at if it does come out. It says, warning, I ideally trust that you're not going to speak to me one day and tell me that you have problems. Are you going to, or are you not? Does say he warns himself to say hello one day or speak to you about dental problems or even plans that he has to give you in his mind. He may have problems with his mental health, but he's not stable and he's never going to be ongoing. Could be a Capricorn or a Gemini. It does say letters to evict you is something someone wants to do too, or even general mental health is something that another person may want to see you for, or even practice of karma is something another person wants to see you and doesn't know how to say that they do want to see you. It does say one day at a time. Don't want to hear that I'm giving you this because I've got to move on. So this person knows that they've got to move on, but they're very controlling. Could be dealing with a Taurus or a Gemini or an air sign person or an Aquarius, or maybe Aries, or just someone that has control over situations. It says nothing's set in stone, but people are dragging me down a road of burdens and I hate it. Calling you is something I never wanted to do, but what if I need to speak to you about a problem that I have? Bloody hell, Pisces. Okay, it says someone here has been peeing you off a lot lately, and not very good ideas are coming out of the Aquarius. Situations are helping you to move past them, and very, very mindfully slow. Ideally wanting you to see that blessings can come, but it's a long road until you get there, or you'll see that you're selling a personal problem to yourself, or maybe even purchasing a home or a house. Want to know what you're doing, and that's all it is. I need to know what's going on. This person's very inquisitive and very nosy. Does say they don't always want to know your business, but right now they're very intrigued with what you've got going on and don't know how to move past it. Don't want to say hello, but how are you? Where are you? What are you doing? Ideally, Gemini wants to know what you're doing, and Gemini is really jealous that you can't speak to them no more. They can't get enough of you. Doesn't say anything bad with a Capricorn. Capricorn does know that you have situated yourself in financial fraudulent activities or seen that blessings can come to you. Ideally, want a perv in your life or see that problems are coming to them or with you. Yeah. Does say remembering things in your mind are not very good at this time. Sometimes remembering things can be hard right now as the universe is spinning and changing and working things out in your favor. Says you have to love yourself and let go of the stress. Live for today and never see that the problems is always going to be yours, but trial and error is there for people to back you up in court if it goes down that road with a next member of your family that could harm you or push you down into a well. Oh dear. Says mental stress is there for you all over again, but it doesn't help you if the universe is not shifting the energy to mark the territory in good karma coming in, fake friendships, or is it financial attributes that you have? Many times over, shifts are necessary at this time to move past negative mental health. Love yourself. Don't speak about bad news. Things will work out just fine. I know it. I've got problems, but I've got to help myself move past it. And I see this now. Okay, it could be a earth sign or a fire sign. Or maybe even a Gemini. It does say mental health is something that you have, but it doesn't say always. It's stress-related issues that you are dealing with, and you're dying of laughter at times when you want to see that things are funny. At times it's not funny, but sometimes it is. And you have to warn yourself why people are pushing you into a clear-minded situation to help you see something is not even there. Love life is mine. I want to see I have a good love life. Okay, so someone wants to see I have a good love life. Okay, it could be an earth sign, could be a fire sign, could be even you. Okay, but it does say bleeding the mind dry is never going to help you see that you've got a blessed love life. Okay, so let's see what's going on with work. Work is nothing that you've had before, or you've had it before, but you had good karma with your work once upon a time. Maybe someone is jealous of you or judging you for what kind of work you do, or what kind of loyalties you have with your fame and your fortune, or preying on you too much to love on you successfully, or wanting to know they get with you and wine and dine with you, or even see that they can steal or take from you. Does say warning signs are there for an earth sign, but he doesn't know how to stop the rituals or spells that he's put on you, but he knows now not to speak about anything good. He may move on or pass his test, maybe one day. Does say that you have blessed energy inside of you to gift yourself a good time in your mind, and see that blaming someone else is never going to be the answer. Does say sometimes you've got to see which way you went wrong on your own, and sometimes you can't even tell what's happening today because curses are too many in bulk, or even burdens in your mind. It says sometimes you feel like you want to exist in a good way, but bad news is always there telling you that you need to go under, or maybe even feel like a friend is never going to be there for you. But sometimes friendships can come and go, and people do come to you and warn you that good fellowship is there for you at this time. So, anything else? It does say work is blessed and good karma is coming with your lover. It does say your work is so good right now, and it does say blaming someone else is never going to be the answer, but you have good work. Okay, let's see what's going on with these energies. Right? Let's see what's going on with business. Business is going to control you one day, or make you feel like great news is coming. Are you aware of something that you remember you need to do or sort out? Okay. Does say you have suddenly seen the light of day and don't want to speak about sparking a conversation with bad news. Want to tear it down or make it rot. Okay. So someone here doesn't want to see you well or happy. Pisces, you do know you have karma coming with a friend or a family member that remembers something that they don't want to see with you. Okay, it could be a fire sign or an air sign, maybe a water sign. It does say earth sign is someone that wants to come and see bad news with you, but they don't know how to prepare for their negative mental health. Okay. It does say when she does get a warning, she's going to come through, but she doesn't know how to prepare for this. Does say warning signs are there with you right now with the raft of her. She doesn't know how to believe that good karma is coming. Doesn't see any bad news with anyone but herself, only herself, because when the problem comes, it's only going to be you, her, and justice. It says letters sent out to someone could calm them down and tell them that they have to do something that I want them to do. What if it doesn't work? Someone could want to control you, Pisces. It does say warning signs are there for someone to feel like they can poke or pick on you or look into you anytime they want, but it doesn't say good news if this happens. It says mental stressed out person is never going to allow me to do that. It does say I know I want to see everything that they're doing. Could be an air sign person. It says this person may not prepare anything for anyone to come and speak to you, but they have secrets in their mind that they could judge you of, or even bring you down with many others, dragging you into a courtroom or a building. It does say bad news for whoever this is. They're not going to get away with it. It says they laugh as they study what factors behind the scenes could help them bruise your time or your ego, but it doesn't say great news is going to come to them. When they see blessed energy come with you, they're not going to like it, but they can't help it but laugh and move on. Okay, let's see what's going on with it says Wellington boots. Someone is dragged through the mud trying to get away with something, but it says warning, you do know you have good karma, just let them deal with their mental stress. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your love life. Lovers are there, people are there, but no one wants to see that you have good health problems or good health. Don't want to hear that she has bad news, but what if her health is not that great? Someone keeps picking and bruising your ego or attacking you spiritually and doesn't know that they're doing it, other than their mind games or their prayers or their wishes, wording things out and stroking their egos, trying to warn themselves that bad news could come. When is it going to come? Bloody hell. It does say when they do see, it's not going to be you, them, or anyone but the law. It So someone here wants to call the feds or police to harm someone. It doesn't say it's going to be good news, but what if this man keeps looking forward to bad news to harm himself? It does say when he does, it's not going to be you that gets harmed or cursed. What if someone here sees that they've got problems of their own and they can't speak about it? Who's going to tell this person off for having good karma in their mind to speak about it? Someone's judging someone here. It does say someone here doesn't even know how to judge someone, but warning signs are there for communication issues. Someone is looking into someone and doesn't want to see that great news comes to them, doesn't want to see bad news come. But what if a person keeps telling me I've got to speak up for myself and judge what's going on with you? Okay, this could be even a partnership in some type of way, or someone that wants to call you and talk to you. It does say this person doesn't ever want to speak, but they feel like bad news could come at any time and can't move on past it. Okay, anything else for Pisces? It says you've got to deal with someone that's under the legal thumb. Doesn't say that they are under the legal thumb, but they're dealing with problems all the time, and they realize that they can't get past the situation or deal with a good value system of their own to speak less to you. Okay, could be dealing with a teenager, could be dealing with a Libra, could be dealing with anyone. It says sex is something someone wants so bad and they don't know how to move past it. It says the Scorpio male here doesn't know where to go. Gemini doesn't know which way to go. Ideally, a personal traitor is there. I wouldn't want to speak to you again. Someone does not know how to move on and move past their arrogance or their ignorance and has paid attention to what has been said, but don't know how to bruise their mind anymore to leave the situation alone. Says when you read what I have to say, will you call me? So someone could want to call someone or try and text them. Doesn't look like someone's going to be able to get through, or maybe this person doesn't want to speak. To say someone here doesn't know how to feel being left out, or doesn't know how to feel being left alone. This person may not like you though. Maybe have you felt like someone doesn't like you? It says some of you are dealing with someone that doesn't like you, and some of you are dealing with someone you do not like. All of you are going to get good karma if you move on from the feelings of a negative mental person. Maybe this person has sprayed you down with problematic situations and does not want to see great news. It says all this time you've been reading on and on about good karma. No one wants to hear that bad news is coming. When am I going to see good news? So some of you guys are picking on readers as well and don't know how to wait for the universe to change their mind or even change the world right now as it is. Ideally, seeing that it is the retrograde season, you have to karmically bless yourself with good words of advice or wait for good karma to come. You may not see it until you feel it, or are you dealing with things that are giving you it? Blessings in disguise, or even problematic situations that are going to help you. When are you going to realize that your karma is coming in good ways or bad? Are you solving them situations or seeing how you can work on it, or even helping yourself? Some of you are arrogant and ignorant and don't want to take the piss, but some of you guys are really blaming someone else for your problems. It does say banishing problematic situations are justifying your problem even more because you can't feel like good karma's coming, but you warn yourself it will after you understand the seasons and the meanings of the reasons why we are in a problematic wind down energy of the retrograde, or even Saturn moving on from the star signs of Pisces, and even the existing Piscean that's not agreeing to work on systematic value systems with the Cancerian, or even the Pisces that's not getting along with another Pisces. Both of you are having problematic situations. Right, let's see what's going on with singles are dumping each other, or some of you guys are dealing with things that don't really care about or even care for, and maybe even murmuring or picking on friends, family members, or people. Some of you guys are being picked on and you don't know which way to go. Let's see what's going on with those that are in a relationship. Some of you don't want to date your partner anymore, or see your partner as a burden, or see that it's time to move past the situation, or struggling to make love or have good family members around you to support you. Many times over, you don't know which way to go, and certainly you'll see blessings come if you study less into the problematic situations and look for blessings in your life. Let's see what's going on with those that are in a marriage. Marriage is going to be completely abusive at times if you don't see blessings come. Someone here wants to warn you that an abusive person could harm you or even hurt you, but you don't want to hear what's going on. Some of you guys are gifted and are in love or in a problematic situation. Time after time, you have to see your person telling you something or warning you about a problematic situation. Are you caring about them or understanding who they are or talking about what's going to happen with them, or are you trying to ignore them? All right, let's see what's going on. Ooh, what's going on with someone here wants to abuse someone's trust and doesn't know which way to go. Okay, let's see what's going on with the individuals. What's going on with Aries? Aries hates you but doesn't want to date you or does want to see you. At times they don't know how to support you and wonder what's going on with you or what you're up to. What's going on with Taurus? Pisces. Pisces hates Taurus and does want to date them. At times they want to steal from them, take from them, or use them, abuse them, or see that they're okay but don't know how to speak about this. What's going on with Gemini and Pisces? Pisces does not like you and doesn't want to be your friend, but suddenly they see blessings come to you and one day they will wonder when it's going to work for you or in your favor, but don't know how to support you always as they study or look forward to better news in their own lives with other things. What's going on with Cancerian and Pisces? Cancer hates you but wants to date you or see you, and one day they will and laugh at you because they don't like anyone right now. What's going on with Leo and Pisces? Pisces does not like Leo and Leo does not like Pisces, but Pisces does not know how to support Pisces with anything, so why would Leo even bother with you? Oh dear. What's going on with Virgo? Virgo hates you and never wants to see you in a good way, but they warn themselves that trial and error is there with people right now, not seeing that everything is going to work out. What's going on with Libra and Pisces? Libra does not want to say hello but wants to communicate with filthy negative mental health stress of theirs or yours or someone around them that's peeing them off or getting on their nerves, and they don't know how to deal with everything, but they're struggling right now. What's going on with Scorpio and Pisces? Scorpio does not want to deal with anyone right now at all unless they have good karma, but problems are there with people, too many people, and they don't like it. Okay, what's going on with Sagittarius? Sag will hate the hell out of you if you test them. Try me and I will come back to you and deal with you. I'm not dealing with anyone other than myself right now. Back off. Okay, what's going on with Capricorn? Pisces. Pisces don't want to date you or see you or even hear from you, but they're learning how to live by their means or even let go of their mind at times and talk to you. At times and talk to you when they want to and don't really want to, but at times they will. What's going on with Aquarius and Pisces? Pisces needs you as a friend but doesn't know if you're going to be a good friend to them, as they're never going to be a good friend to you or their family or the adulting that they're doing. Seeking attention flirtatiously or wanting to sleep around, or maybe even paying attention to things that they want and don't believe or don't see that it's going to happen. Don't trust the universe and don't want to, and see bad news for everyone. Okay, what's going on with Pisces and Pisces? Pisces loves the hell out of you but doesn't trust you either. At times they really see bad news for everyone and don't care for anyone else other than you. At times when they see good news coming, they warn themselves that things can get better, but sometimes they don't see it or even talk it out of the problematic situations that can help them see that good karma can come. It says sometimes you argue or address things in a way that it doesn't say it's going to happen, but good things can come if you do wait, and love life will be certain when you work together, and skill sets will suddenly take form if you trust the process. Okay, let's see what's going on with romance angels. It's been a shift in energy. First it was good karma. Now I just feel like there's some type of negative vibe again. Okay, it says past life relationships. You have known each other before. That's the romance angels. So maybe dealing with past life relationships or family or people or things that haven't been let go of, or that's just that retrograde energy. Okay, energy work. This came out in Cancerian's reading. It says life can be electrifying because it is very, at its very essence, is energy. Your body is embarking energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energies to your loved ones and clients. Okay, life review, Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So some of you guys got some healing to do, or to change, or, you know, heal or balance out some things. Okay. Universal messages. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Okay, so some of you guys need to attract that. Let's see what's going on with the angel numbers. Number 19, number 57, number 45, number 54, number 10, number 3, number 18, number 50, number 21, and number 9. That was your reading, Pisces. I will see you again in the next one. Ciao for now. Bye.